August 30th here in Southern Ontario, Canada. Just a comment on my channel today. Well, a bit of a story, in fact. And I should know better by this point in time, right? But there's a local tell and sell like group. You know what I mean? Just a local group. You know, who can clean my eaves trough, free scrap out in front of the house, free kittens, whatever. They're one of about 20 groups that I send stuff to daily. And when I say send stuff, I share, repost TFI Global, the True North, other independent channels, and on occasion I send them one of my videos. I'm not very popular locally with that group. And some background, I guess it goes back a couple of years ago, the administrator of the group was getting blowback from the locals not liking my reposts nor any of my videos. So the administrator of the group contacted me privately and he said, well, I don't want to post your videos, like my channel's videos, because it feels like I'm advertising. I said, well, hey, at that time I was moderating a group. I said, I know what you're up against. You've got to vet every one of them to make sure they don't go against Facebook's community standards. Do what you will. I'm just going to keep sending you stuff. And at first he wouldn't post anything. But then I think he was watching the stuff I was sending him again from the True North, the Rebel News, whatever. Clips from Parliament, question, period, stuff like this. So anyways, I posted one, I think it was that WEF solving range anxiety with EVs. And this guy, I don't know who he is, he just, why are you lying? And just like dumps all over the whole thing, right? I said, no, I'm not lying about anything. Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum exist. And he just goes off, right? And so this is where I run afoul. I'm doing my thing as I do. People send me stuff in Messenger, email, Gmail, as well as the comments on the channel. So I bounce back and forth between YouTube, Facebook, the news stations and channels that I watch, bounce into the comments, appreciate the comments. I get information I wouldn't have otherwise. So as I'm bouncing around, he keeps coming up on my, notification thing. Still just ragging on me, right? So I antagonize him a little, why not? I'm going by, it amuses me. I know, small and petty of me, I should know better. I'm like, no, really, Switzerland's a real country. It's in, Central Europe. Why do you lie, Bubba? I'm like, no, there's no lie. Switzerland really exists. So does Germany. It's not too far away over there in Europe. And, there was really a Nazi party. And Klaus Schwab's dad really did run one of those camps there. Was a Nazi party member. And then he gets on about why I'd want to shut down local business and what skin do I have in the game. And I'm like, what? I have no idea what he's talking about, right? And then he's something about, well, you suggested that local businesses should go broke with the provincial mandates. I'm like, I imagine at the time I must have posted something, whether it was a repost or, again, very few, especially at that time, I don't think any of my personal videos were going to this tell and sell like group. And I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about, right? I made videos myself at the time, certainly, saying, take your mask off, and the government shouldn't be mandating, dictating to us these choices. So I guess there's something in his mind from way back about that. I don't know. So he antagonizes me a couple of times. I'm still like, no, Klaus Schwab really does want you to eat bugs. And now he gets right hateful and spiteful, right? And he's still on about, and then he goes on about, I had him banned from the group because I complained to the administration about him. And I'm like, now I can't even fathom what he's talking about. I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of complaints on the group at the time about what I was posting. I do recall that, but he's like, oh, you got me banned from the group. And again, what? What are you talking about? So this morning I get up, there's another comment from him, post, whatever it's called, message. And now it's he hates me, right? And I'm like, hey, I thought you'd be celebrating today. They just brought the cricket factory online down in London, Ontario, the one where 8.5 or 6 million of our tax dollars went to open it up, right? And he's on about, he talked to the administration and I had him banned. I don't even know if he can do that. I have no idea what he's on about at all. I think he's got everything mushed up in his brain. But I think what it boils down to is remember Robert Malone, Dr. Robert Malone, with his mass formation hysteria. And probably there's a, background with this guy with the Dunning-Kruger effect as well, right? I should know better than to get tangled up with these guys. I don't know. There's no other comments on the local channel, the Tell and Sell type group. I imagine people are sitting back spectating and excuse me, anybody following that group, they'd know who I am. And I imagine they know who he is too. So just thought I'd ramble about that. I should know better. Once you see somebody that's that scared and frightened, they're gonna misdirect their anger. And I've become his personal focal point. Do the government mandates scare him? Does the WEF scare him? Does the fact we don't have a democracy in Canada anymore scare him? But I don't think he comprehends all of this. So his anger has to be directed somewhere. And so it's aimed at me. And it's my fault for getting tangled up in it. I should know better. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that story with you for my own amusement as much as anything. Appreciate the comments and the info, people, and the help. Take care.